So my spore Valerian is finished flowering in most areas. Here's a white one, still has a little white, but I'll just show you where it's ready to be collected. All these almost looks like a little parachute here. The seed down there is brown. Right there you can see it. And it has really great way. It can fly to the next area very, very nicely. So you can also just let the mother plant do its rest. It will just fly everywhere in the garden. It's a great self-sowing perennial, but it can be hard to know what is a new spore Valerian baby and what is a weed. So what I do, I collect the seeds and then I will sow them in trays in winter. And once it gets warmer, they will start to sprout. And then I will plant them out in the garden. So I'll just show you here how I do. I take the seeds here. So you find the ones that's really brown here. See if I can find, here's a great one too. Just show you here, guys. It's a little sticky, so it's right there, a brown little seed here. So I will collect them in my coffee filter with a name tag on, and then I'll just keep them until winter.
So for this, we're using regular potting soil because it's the cheapest. We did add water beforehand. That'll help our seeds not get lost and tossed around in the tray.
Oh, and if you want to see a great video on how to winter sow, click the link here.
Good job, Lars.
I'm sowing my spore Valerian here. Really beautiful brown seeds that I'll just sprinkle just on top here, everywhere. Get all the seeds out. And then I'll cover it just with a handful of soil on top here. Just roughly a little bit more. There we go. And then left to do is putting my name tag in here so I know what it is. I'll place it outside in our greenhouse over winter, and then once spring comes they will start to germinate, and I'll keep the surface wet here by using this spray so they don't dry out.
Now it's time to place these in the glass house. They're going to need sunlight and they're going to need to be watered once every 2 weeks with a little sprayer. Just keep an eye on them. Once these seedlings start to sprout, they'll be ready to plant out directly in the garden come springtime.
So it has been 3 months and the spore Valerian has its second set of leaves. So I have just repotted it in a bigger pot until it starts to get bigger and the roots are showing. Then I'll come out in the garden to live. If you don't have the time or the space, you could also plant it directly out from the tray in your garden.